Live from the Caterpillar Global Communications Center at Bradley University, this is BUTV News.
Good evening and welcome to BUTV News. I'm Jackie Myers.
And I'm Ethan McConkey. Let's take a look at the news.
Bradley's newest construction plan, the Engineering and Business Convergence Center, received a 7-figure donation from Robert and Carolyn Turner. Bob is an alum of Bradley and is passionate alum involving his wife, an honorary alum, and himself in the growth and development of Bradley's campus. The Turners previously established the Robert and Carolyn Turner Center for Entrepreneurship located in the Foster College for Business. The Turner Center has been operating for 15 years now and has created over 180,000 hours of interaction between students and clients. The donation comes from Bob and Carolyn with high hopes to integrate their existing program into the new Convergence Center.
Missing out on the college football experience here at Bradley? Well, perhaps you caught the Bradley Bowl last week and filled the void. The annual Bradley Bowl, a game of flag football between students and faculty, was held on the alumni quad during homecoming last week. As you can see, the quad was transformed into a miniature football field, bleachers, lines, and goal markers and all. The fans were even treated to snacks for the game. A number of faculty and students were given the opportunity to battle it out in a game of flag football. The faculty members and students were also rewarded for their participation with presents from the university. Faculty received a gift card of their choosing, and the students received the exclusive homecoming sweatshirt. For the past few years, the faculty has won, but this year, after a tough game, the students were able to claim victory.
Also last Thursday was the Fall Job Fair held at the Renaissance Coliseum. The job fair last Thursday was flooded with students looking for both full-time jobs and internships. An estimate of over 1,000 students traversed the floor of Renaissance Coliseum, speaking with nearly 300 employers present. Students were able to select either a full-time or internship sticker to communicate the experience they were looking for from employers. A breakdown of jobs and internship employers were recruiting were also available for students to help narrow whom they talk to. A professional photographer was also on site to provide free headshots for interested students.
So our main goal for the day is to provide an opportunity for students and employers to connect, to make that initial connection in the pursuit of full-time and internship positions.
The Fall Job Fair is one of 2 major job fairs Bradley holds, the other being the Spring Fair, which is normally the larger of the 2.
Speaking of jobs, a new report from the Learning Policy Institute touches on the impending teacher shortage crisis in the United States. If there are no significant changes made to the educational system, the United States could potentially be facing a shortage of more than 100,000 teachers annually by 2025. The report highlights some reasons this crisis is approaching. These reasons include during the recession, a surplus of teachers were laid off. There are a large amount of pressure on teachers when it comes to student test scores, and an increase of K through 12 student enrollment with a low enrollment of teachers in prep programs, and job factors like reduction in state funding and job security. Bradley University's Chair of Teacher Education, Dr. Dean Cantu, conducted research of his own on this issue this past spring. Cantu is available for interviews about the subject by contacting the Office of Public Relations. This year's Robeson Lecture has been announced. The Robeson Lectureship series began in 1988 with Bradley's Department of Communication. It was created to honor Mary Leslie Robeson, whom was an educator and journalist for over 40 years. Since it has started, the series has housed more than 30 journalists and journalism educators, and this year is no different. On October 30th, award-winning political journalist and former CNN chief White House correspondent Jessica Yellen will be speaking to students. Yellen has interviewed a variety of high-end politicians, including President Obama, First Lady Michelle Obama, Hillary and Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, and Laura Bush. Yellen also covered the presidential races in 2008 and 2012. She has been honored with the Gracie Award for her coverage of women in politics in 2010. The event will begin at 7 p.m. in the Michael Student Center ballroom. It is free and open to the public.
Coming up, Sam's got the weather outlook next.
And Angela has the latest in entertainment when we come back.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
Okay, so Sam, it's pretty much fall and it's been like 90 degrees the past 2 days. It's so hot.
It is smoking outside, but unfortunately, I don't think it's going to get much better over the next few days. Even with the first day of fall coming up, it's going to be kind of rough still.
That's awful.
Yeah, I know.
Tell us more. Give
Yeah,
us the
for
bad news.
sure. As we continue throughout the week, it's basically going to stick in like these 80s, 90s range, which is weird because the first day of fall is only starting tomorrow. But go ahead and throw up our radar view for the current weather conditions. You can see that we are looking extremely dry. All the rain is up north, right around the Chicago region. The only thing we're really going to be noticing over the next few days, which this map doesn't really depict, is just lots and lots of cloud formation. As we go throughout the next few days, it's going to be partly cloudy and sunny, and if we head over to our high pressure map, you'll be able to notice that that trend is true here as well. There's just nothing happening. We've got those yellow dotted lines showing that there's some possible rain or thunderstorms coming just near Peoria, but once again, that's more in the Chicago region, and there's not that much there to look at. There's some high and low pressure systems up north in the northern parts of the United States, but in Peoria, once again, it's really not going to be anything too exciting over the next few days, just partly cloudy weather, which will carry us into our 5-day forecast. Here we can see that we're going to be basically at the same temperature starting tomorrow and Friday, with that partly cloudy trend continuing into Saturday when it gets just a little bit sunnier outside. We're actually going to peak all the way at 90 degrees on Saturday, which will be 2 days post-fall. Kind of crazy weather there, but as we continue into Sunday and Monday, we're not going to see a ton of rain throughout the day on Sunday, but as we continue into that evening, it's going to be some light rain and thunderstorms, dropping down to 61 degrees for the low on Monday. And that is going to wrap up your 5-day forecast. Angie, tell us everything we need to know about the entertainment this week.
Kendall Jenner has landed herself in some hot water after a photo shoot with Vogue España. The 20-year-old model participated both in a video and photo shoot where she dressed as a ballerina. Jenner danced and spun around the ballet studio throughout the shoots, but legitimate dancers are upset with Vogue's idea. The lack of proper technique and training has created an uproar in the dance community. People took to social media to voice their disgust with Vogue's shoot and Jenner's dancing. One of the coaches from the show Dance Moms, Abby Lee Miller, even commented on the picture about Jenner's lack of technique and experience. Miller even shamed Kris Jenner, Kendall's mother, for not making her daughter take dance class. Many dancers and dance communities have called Jenner's performance disrespectful to those who actually perform the art. Jenner has not made any comment on the issue yet. As we talked about last week, country music star Blake Shelton came to Peoria. Well, fans that attended the show were in for a surprise. Grammy Award winner, former Voice judge, and Shelton's now girlfriend, Gwen Stefani, came on stage and performed her duet, Go Ahead, Break My Heart, with her boyfriend. She also performed her chart-topping song, Holla Back Girl. The nearly sold-out Peoria Civic Center crowd was thrilled with the surprise guest. As for other Hollywood couples, the famous Brangelina is no more. Angelina Jolie filed for divorce on Monday, but their split has apparently been a long time coming. Jolie, now 41, and Pitt, now 52, tied the knot in August 2014, but according to the source, the two have been having problems for the last year. The last time Pitt and Jolie were together was in New York at the 2015 WSJ Magazine Innovator Awards in November last year. According to another source, Pitt has also become more carefree in recent months. Most recently, Pitt took to a solo trip to Croatia in the beginning of September, where he met with the investors and toured a real estate development. As for Jolie, she was last spotted in Syria on September 12th, making her fourth visit to the refugee camps in Jordan since the conflict in Syria began. Jolie and Pitt also struggled with issues when it came to agreeing on a parenting style for their 6 kids, 15-year-old Maddox, 12-year-old Pax, 11-year-old Zahara, 10-year-old Shiloh, and 8-year-old twins Vivian and Knox. The last sighting of Pitt and Jolie together before their bombshell divorce announcement was in July, when they took Knox and Vivian out for a birthday breakfast at the Griddle Cafe in West Hollywood, California. Jolie lists their separation date as September 15th in her divorce filing and is asking for physical custody of their 6 children.
I don't know about you guys, but when I got that alert about Brangelina, my heart sunk. That's so sad.
It is sad, it is.
I'm wondering about how Jennifer Aniston feels about all this.
Right?
Yeah, that's
She's
interesting.
laughing
I wonder.
somewhere, I'm
Maybe
sure.
popping a bottle of champagne.
Maybe.
Absolutely. Well, up next, we explore 2 workshops coming to Bradley.
And that popular pumpkin spice flavor may not be so popular around Bradley. We'll take a look.
Wake the sun, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
Well, fall is just about here, and BUTV's Ryan Southwood hit campus up this week for Campus Combos.
Hey BU, what's up? I'm Ryan Southwood and this is Campus Convos. Now that it's fall, Starbucks has all kinds of seasonal items on their menu, so I'm going to go out and talk to some Bradley students about their favorite things to drink at Starbucks. So what's your favorite drink at Starbucks?
I like anything cinnamon, so sometimes they have like a cinnamon latte or cinnamon dolce latte or something like that. I don't know, I'm not good with the names.
Caramel macchiato. I usually like getting just regular iced coffees with like caramel or vanilla depending on like how I'm feeling.
I like all of their frozen drinks.
The strawberries and cream frappuccino.
Oh boy, that sounds good. I've had a few frappuccinos, but I have not tried that one yet. That sounds delicious. Have you ever tried the pumpkin spice frappuccino?
I have. It's really good. No, I actually haven't. Like, even though like a lot of people like it, I've never actually tried it before.
No, I have not. I've heard a lot of hype about it, but I've never tried it.
This is a controversial statement, but I hate pumpkin spice anything.
Okay.
No. I've never actually tried anything pumpkin spice, and it's like, as much as I go to Starbucks, that's quite amazing, because I go there a lot, but I've never tried it.
I like all of their frozen drinks.
I have not. No.
Oh yeah, with all the pumpkin flavored stuff coming out, you know, it's almost fall. We're asking people about that. If you could have just one pumpkin flavored food or drink for the rest of your life, what would that be?
Probably pumpkin bread with chocolate chips, because I really like pumpkin bread with chocolate chips.
Oh boy.
Pumpkin pie. Pumpkin cheesecake.
Pumpkin cheesecake, nice.
Pumpkin pie.
All right, cool.
You know, I'm not that crazy about pumpkin, so I have to give that more thought.
I like all of their frozen drinks.
Man, I like pumpkin pie a lot. And pair it up with some vanilla ice cream too.
Oh yeah.
Pumpkin. You know, I like jack-o'-lanterns.
Okay. No. Well, that's about all the time we have for now. Until next time, if you have any ideas for an upcoming Campus Convos segment, feel free to tweet me at RyanLinus3927. I'm Ryan Southwood. Thanks for watching Campus Convos. See you later.
Thanks, Ryan. The Illinois Small Business Development Center here at Bradley will be offering the Starting a Business in Illinois workshop again Thursday, October 6th from 3 to 6 p.m. at the Peoria Next Innovation Center. The center is located on 801 West Main Street in Peoria. The workshop is co-sponsored by the Morton Community Bank and will be free and open to the public. The informal workshop will cover how to begin a business in Illinois and the necessary requirements. To register, call 309-677-2992.
Speaking of workshops, next Monday, students and alumni are invited to attend the Smart Start Salary Negotiation Workshop, being facilitated by the American Association of University Women. The event will be coordinated by the Women Gender Studies Program, the Smith Career Center, and the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. The Auto Owners Insurance Group also is sponsoring the event. The workshop will prepare the attendees approaching the job marketplace. It will highlight topics such as how to develop a personal budget, how to benchmark salary and benefits, and how to negotiate for their first salary. The workshop is being held in Westlake Hall, room 116 from 5 to 7:30 p.m. on Monday, September 26th. Pre-registration is required and there are only 40 spots, so be sure to sign up. Up next, John Collins has sports.
It was quite a busy week in Bradley Athletics. Stay tuned.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
They said a bottle was just a bottle. That no one would ever notice me. But I knew I could be more. That one day, I would make people smile.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
So John, I went to the homecoming soccer game, and it was the biggest disappointment to lose at our homecoming game. It was so sad.
They made up for it last night, though, John, against Western Illinois.
That's right. They did. Big win. So the homecoming weekend wrapped up this past weekend with the men's soccer team taking on Evansville. The Bradley Braves soccer team faced off against Evansville for homecoming and fell 2-0. The Evansville goaltender did make it interesting, however, as Jason Lesh had a grade A opportunity but couldn't get a good angle for a shot attempt. Back the other way, the Evansville attacker fired a shot from the high slot, but Ketterer was able to locate for a sliding save. In the second half, Evansville throw-in tallied their first goal on a redirected shot from Jared Robinson after bouncing several times in the goal box. Talk about a ball having eyes. Back on the attack again, a Texas Leaguer pass from Evansville. Simon Weaver hits off of Clark Emerson and skitters into the Braves' cage for a crucial second goal for the Purple Aces. Yesterday, the Braves rebounded against Western Illinois. The Braves put on the pressure early as Frank Bach had space to rip a shot from the high slot, which required an outstanding save from the Leathernecks goaltender late. Late in the game, Clark Emerson redeemed himself and broke the 0-0 tie to open up the scoring with a head-in goal in the 86th minute. It was Emerson's first goal of the season and a good one at that. Back on the attack again, Garcia tried a one-timing shot on a bouncing ball that was answered by a save from the Leathernecks. Keeping up the pressure in the 88th minute, Olsen centered it in front of Sullick, who promptly tacked a second goal on the board with breathtaking mayhem in the goalie box. Holy hoopla, what a game. The Braves next play Saturday as they travel to Springfield, Missouri to play Missouri State. The Bradley hockey team came out of their home openers with a 1-1 record while facing off against Illinois State. Last Friday, the Braves won 4-1 in a punishing game as both teams dished out crushing blows. Center Evan Heimrell opened the scoring in the first period, and defenseman Matt Dory lit the candle in the second to put the Braves up by a pair. Forwards Dominic Columbi and Joe Norton would score later in the game. On Saturday, the Braves were blown out 4-1 against a rematch with Illinois State. Redbirds goaltender Galapago would make 36 saves as he was only beaten once on a shot from Tyler Jensen. After miscommunication between Redbird defensemen, Jensen took the puck to Wayne Gretzky's office and pulled off a wraparound shot to tickle the twine. Unfortunately, the Redbirds had a 3-goal second period that put the Braves down to a 3-1 deficit that they would not overcome. The Braves will face off against the University of Iowa this weekend in a 2-game series as they look to tally some wins. The Bradley women's golf team had a monster weekend over homecoming weekend. They placed 2nd out of 5 teams in the UIC Fall Invite and 5th out of 16 in the Cardinal Classic hosted by Ball State. Braves Chloe Horton and Allie Scotcha led the charge as the duo both owned 2 over 74s and an 894 3-round score that was just 2 shy of a school record. Lady Braves golf team will take the weekend off before heading to Missouri for the MVC preview in early October. The men's golf team followed suit with the women's golf team performance and dominated the John Dalio tournament hosted by DePaul. Ethan Brew helped put the Braves in 2nd out of 13 teams with a stunning performance on the first day of tournament play. After medaling in the Crusader Collegiate, Brew is 3rd overall at 146 shots. Zach Jewell is 2 behind him at 148 as they both look to medal. Following the DePaul tournament, the Braves will head to Madison, Illinois for the Derek Dalonic Invitational. The women's volleyball team had a rough outing in Indiana last weekend while playing Indiana State and Western Michigan. Lady Braves got off on the right note against Indiana State as they won the first game decisively 25-20. However, Bradley would go on to lose the subsequent 3 as 2 of the games went past 25 points. Erica Haslag had another great performance as she posted a season-high 21 kills. On a majority of those, Erin Olsen added the assists as she racked up 34 helpers in the matchup. The match against Western Michigan unfortunately had a similar story for the Lady Braves. After winning the first game 25-21, the Braves couldn't rise to the challenge as the Broncos didn't let the Braves get past the 20-point mark in any of the following games. Despite the loss, Jamie Livaday had a noteworthy showing as she managed 12 kills and 5 digs in the matchup. With the end of non-conference play, the regular season kicks into high gear as the Lady Braves take on division rival Illinois State in Normal on Saturday at 7 p.m. So if you get the chance, head over to Illinois to support the Lady Braves. And that's all that we've got for sports, folks.
Up next, some events coming up around Bradley.
And a musical close from one of Bradley's own when we come back.
It's harder whenever there's a bigger group. Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
When you're out there, there's no telling what you'll find.
I see it, I see it! Oh, look at you.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Today, Bradley Student Senate will be handing out free t-shirts in front of Bradley Hall to any students showing school spirit by wearing a red shirt. Student Senate will be outside the hall from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. while shirts last. ACBU will be showing Ghostbusters starring Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig from September 29th to October 1st at 8 p.m. in the Marty Theater. Admission is free for Bradley students and $2 for faculty and the general public. Concessions are $1. The theater department's production of Mr. Burns, a post-electric play, begins September 22nd through October 2nd at the Hartman Center for the Performing Arts in the Mayor Jacobs Theater. Tickets are $5 for students, $12 for faculty and senior citizens, and $14 for the general public.
Well, that's it for BUTV News. I'm Jackie Myers.
I'm John Collin.
I'm Sam Pulmeyer.
I'm Angela Serrano.
And I'm Ethan McConkey. We leave you tonight with a performance from Jermisha Striblet. Have a great night.